life and ministry of St. Charles Borromeo. In the midst of a virtuous and glorious atmosphere which had long permeated the lineage of the Borromeos, God was pleased to raise up one who surpassed in virtue all his ancestors. St. Charles Borromeo was an aristocrat by birth. The name of his father was Count Gilbert Borromeo. His mother, Margaret, was a Medici of the newly risen house of that name at Milan, whose younger brother became Pope Pius IV. He was born on October 2, 1538, the guardian angels, in the fortress of Arona, situated in one of the most beautiful regions of Upper Italy, on the shores of Lago Maggiore. He was the fourth of 8 children that brightened the household of Gilberto II, who named him Charles, perhaps after a recently deceased bishop who was his uncle. His gifts of an energetic will, good talent, and natural uprightness made evident, even in his youth, that he was born to govern. Always clear and precise in his views, firm in his decisions, and constant in the execution of his projects. Charles Borromeo, who already by nature was the best and noblest standard-bearer of the traditions of his lineage, who in his energy and in his uprightness of mind had the extraordinary gifts to be an ideal pastor of souls, a zealous and pious reformer, such as the age demanded, was brought finally through the action of supernatural grace with which he chorused generously to the greatest heights of holiness. Educational background. St. Charles Borromeo completed his elementary studies at Arona. Moreover, Charles' education continued with a tutor in his home under the able direction of the provost of Sant Ambrogio, Bonaventura Castiglione, a cultured man whose manuscripts and printed documents attest his learning. At the age of 15, Charles was sent by his father to Pavia, the nearest city, for his further study. Charles showed certain virtue that would be opposite to the students of that school. In December 6, 1559, Charles gained a doctorate in civil and canon law at the age of 22. Alciato made the flattering prediction that Charles will one day shine as a brilliant star in the church because of the grand undertakings he will bring to fruition. Ecclesiastical career. At the age of 12, Charles received the clerical tonsure, and his uncle, Julius Caesar Borromeo, resigned to him the rich Benedictine abbey of Saints Gratinian and Felinus at Arona. In January of 1560, Charles was appointed by Pope Pius IV into succeeding positions as Protonotary Apostolic or Chief Chronicler, Referendario or Official Reporter, Arch Saint Mary Major in Vatican, and Protonotary Administrator of the Papal States or Secretary of State. And in the same year, Charles was appointed Cardinal Deacon at the age of 21. May 12 of that year, he was named Archbishop of Milan, Italy. Later in the same year, he was also appointed Legate of Bologna, Romagna, and the March of Ancona. He was also designated as Protector of Portugal, the Low Countries, the Catholic cantons of Switzerland, and the orders of St. Francis, the Carmelites, the Malta, the Umiliati, and Canons Regular of the Holy Cross. Consulting his confessor and made a spiritual retreat, Charles was secretly ordained by Cardinal Cesi. His ordination happened near the Palazzo Venezia, where Pius IV held papal court during the summer, and it was probable of the Palazzo Colonna near the Church of the Holy Apostles on July 17, 1563. He celebrated his first Mass in St. Peter's at Rome, at the altar of the Confession on August 15, the Feast of the Assumption. He was consecrated a bishop in the Sistine Chapel on December 7 of that same year by his associate Cardinal Serbelloni, assisted by bishops of Siponta and Urbino.